Meeting y'all.
You were able to do some great things your freshman year over in Austin. Obviously, some injuries kind of messed some things up since then. How do you feel physically, and how close are you to getting back to the best of yourself?
Yeah, like you said, had some injuries. I don't really like to say injuries. I like to say like one or two. If you think about it, I tore my knee going into my sophomore campaign, and then junior year I played and then had a hammy. But I feel great overall. This staff, from Coach Stein all the way down to Coach Roberts and Evans, the training room and the strength staff, they've done a phenomenal job with helping me learn new things about my body. They're very science based, and the tests that I've done in these first 4 months here, I didn't really get the experience in Austin, so it's been amazing.
What have you learned about your body? What just changes?
Yeah, they've taught me some deficiencies I've had. Some really I don't even know all the stuff because it's so I play football, so I don't really know all the numbers and stuff, but just stuff like that.
Obviously, Javante was also able to do some good things over at OU. First, you guys have any beef, from the route? And then second, when he gets fully healthy and ready to go, how cool can this 1-2 punch be?
Yeah, it'll be amazing. I always said, being in the running back room, you never want to be the only guy. You want to have another one or two extra people that can help you tote the pill, because our running back is our position is very physical, especially in the SEC. We're hoping to play 16, 17 games this year, and it's going to take everyone in the room to achieve that.
What's just the differences in the styles of offense from where you were versus where you are now?
Honestly, I wouldn't say it's a difference. I think Coach Stein does a great job of Coach Stein and Coach Stein. They do a great job of detailing down things. I would say that I think the running back is required to do a ton here, from lining up out wide and empty to the motions and formations and stuff like that. So I would say that's the biggest thing.
Is it heady? Does it take a lot of brain power to kind of get this offense down pat?
I think for a young guy, yeah, but like for a guy like me, Vontae, even JP, we've been in college 3-4 years. So football is football at the end of the day. All the plays are the same, just different terminology. So it's similar. I try to pair stuff here with what I had at my previous school and go from there.
Coach Colby was saying that once you got in the portal, he was on you right away.
Yeah, right away.
He said he knew you back from days in Florida. Talk a little bit about your relationship and what made UK the right place.
Yeah, overall, Coach Kobe, like you said, he knew me from Florida. He recruited me, and then him being a Florida guy himself, I made a few calls around. Me being in Austin for a while, Jamal Charles was the guy that I reached out to because they played with each other in Kansas City. So I just asked him about him. I'm real big on relationships, so I wanted to see what type of dude he was. And after hearing Jamal talking about him, it was like, okay, let me go take a visit there and see what he's about. And then Coach Stein and what he did at Oregon, he just all played a part.
You mentioned going attack mode on you, trying to recruit you all in attack mode. When you're someone in the portal, you have all these options, and you're getting attack mode from probably a lot of coaches. What makes one stand out over another one? What made Kentucky stand out in this case?
Yeah, Coach Stein for sure. He's a young head coach compared to a bunch of other ones. When I went in my meeting with him, me and my parents, just after hearing him talk, it was like almost a no-brainer. Kind of explained the reason I decided to enter the portal, and he was all in for it, and he basically gave me a plan of what he wants me to accomplish here, and really overall the culture that he's setting here. I think culture wins games. There's no doubt about it. I was a part of a great culture last 3 years. I'm not going to take that away from that place. But I could just tell here the culture here is establishing. It's establishing fast. The guys are buying into it in the locker room, top down. It's hard. It's kind of hard when you have a bunch of transfers because we don't know each other at all. But you won't even be able to tell if you go in the locker room right now. Like, everybody's buying into each other. We're getting to know each other. Every Wednesday we do these things called get reels, and we just get to know each other, and it really helps. You can tell because when you get on the field, it's like we did this thing like what's your why, and we'll be in a workout and somebody will be tired or whatever, and you remind that person like, look, remember this is what you told me, and that'll help that person push through it. So that's part of that culture thing.
Is how the practices are structured, does that help with that culture building?
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
Does the practices and how they're structured help with the culture building, and how much of an adjustment was that for you?
Yeah, for sure. Practices they're supposed to be tough. We play in the SEC. It's the best ball. He does a great job of the way practices are ran. to me, I think practices are supposed to be harder than games. When you get to the game, it should be like you just go, just go, just go. The way he structures practice is like, all right, he's very detailed about it. He's explaining what we're doing and why we're doing it, when we're doing it. Honestly, it helps a lot. I think it helps us understand situational football better and just the whole aspect of everything better.
How are you handling the transition off the field to a new place? Do you miss the weather, the barbecue?
It's cold here. I'm from Florida. I went to school in Austin, so I got some great weather. My first week here was my first time ever seeing snow. Then my car wasn't working with the ice, so I was having a hard time. Me and my girlfriend was having a hard time adjusting, but it's a great time. I can just tell that everybody here really wants Kentucky football to excel, and I think we're going to do that.
Is there's a lot of guys when they go in the portal, and especially you're a little bit later in your career, that will have a chip on their shoulder, sort of something to prove. Does that apply to you too?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I always try to find something to not only prove doubters and haters wrong, but just to prove myself right. That I'm still who I say I am. I still believe that I was blessed to be the number one running back coming out the country for a reason. I was blessed to have the freshman campaign that I had for a reason. To be a top name running back in college football for a reason. So I'm just excited to go out there this fall and prove it again.
What advice did you give Martellus when he kind of got thrown in the fire?
Yeah, I told him, I was like, bro, I was like, just imagine that one of us in the running back room had to go play your position. We would be lost. But he's been soaking it all in. He's been doing a great job. He asks a million questions in meetings, which is what we need. It's getting better and better as spring ball goes on. So.
Is it weird kind of doing drills with him and then he's tackling you?
Kinda. I mean, sometimes we forget if he's on offense or defense because he forget to put a beanie on. So, yeah.
You talked about how when you were coming to part of the pitch was that the running backs going to be a big part of this offense. A lot of people think of Stein, they think of quarterbacks and passing. Does it make it easier for you guys in the running back room when there is also a strong offensive attack in the pass?
Oh yeah, for sure. I know that you said the people think of quarterbacks when they think of Stein, but every time we go in the offensive meeting, he always says run to win. Any great offense can run the ball well because we all know when you run the ball, it opens up the passing game and vice versa. So he does a great job of preaching the run game so the pass game can work. And then once the pass game work and the defense back up, then we can run the ball and just stuff like that.
Did he have like an example for you of another back he had worked with? He kind of foresee you in this.
Not really example, but I mean the guys that he's had, Noah Whittington, Bucky Irvin, the freshman last year's name, correct me if I'm wrong, Jordan Davison, those guys he had at Oregon, just the way he doesn't use one back, he used two. And for me, it was like, I was very excited because we sat down to watch some film for a bit, and it was exciting for me to see the way he was using the backs.
You mentioned the guys in the locker room wanting to play 16, 17 games.
Right.
Obviously, you've been to a college football playoff before. You kind of know what it would take to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Why can this team do it?
The culture. Culture wins games. I already said it, but I genuinely believe that culture wins games. When it's the fourth quarter and it's a 14-14 game, I think that the culture wins the games. And I say that because we all going to be tired. It all comes down to who's going to have their teammate back, who go make the big play when it needs to be made. And that starts, I don't think that starts on the field. I mean, you make the play on the field, but I think that all that stuff happens from the get-reels we have, the team meetings we have, the being in the locker room, messing around, getting to know one another. Because, I mean, if you care about the person next to you, then you'll do whatever to make that play with them.
Speaking of close games, just over here, a lot of people here thought y'all could have lost that game. Kind of walk me through those final attempts for Kentucky trying to score in overtime. It was a pretty wild game.
Oh, yeah, it was a wild game. If I'm being honest, the fan base here caught me off guard. I didn't know what to expect walking into here. We knew that it was a great team. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but I think culture won that game too. And the guys, I say that because me being around the guys here now that was on the team from last year here, they all say like the culture here is already better. You can feel it. You can feel it. I mean, just people caring about each other, getting to know one another. The coaches, I feel like the coaches, they're really, installing stuff into us. Excuse me. They're really installing stuff into us to be great and want to win those games.
When you came back from the knee injury, how long did it take to feel like you had all your speed back, that you were the guy you were?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about that. So I injured my knee in August of 24, August 6th. I got surgery the 21st of August. I think I had like a 10 to 12 month recovery. I felt good after about 10, 11 months. I never feel like I lost a step because I feel like that's the whole point of rehabbing. To go off topic a little bit, because I genuinely like when people ask me the question about my knee. I think that my knee injury, I'm not happy that it happened to me, but I'm happy what it did for me. And I say that because it made me sharper mentally. I don't know if you guys know about the book of Job in the Bible, but Job was a guy who had everything, and he had all this stuff taken away from him. He had all the riches, the family, everything, you name it, he had it. And it was ultimately to test his faith. Will he still fall back on his faith? And I genuinely believe when I went through that knee injury, I was Job. God did that for a reason. So that's why I genuinely don't believe that there's nothing I can't go through that I can't overcome now.
Awesome. Thank you very
Thank y'all.
much.
Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate it, man.
Coach was just saying that you have potential, but maybe you haven't reached it yet, but maybe don't even see it. What does it mean for you to have a coach that believes in you and thinks even better of yourself than you do?
It means a lot to me actually. I like Coach Kobe. He's been great so far through the time we've had, and just hearing that, it's something that we don't talk about, and like I said, I'm reaching every day, trying to get to that potential that he's talking about. So,
Jason, what made you come back?
that's a great question. Talking with Coach Stein and the staff, the plan that they said they had for me. I was just like, why not Kentucky? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Spent my first 2 years here. So I believe in everything Coach Stein had said and everything the staff had for us. So I'm just here to roll.
You mentioned the plan for you. Anything you can share? What's the plan?
Just mentality. You know what I'm saying? This year's a lot different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I said, going to the third year. So time is like ticking almost. You know what I mean? So just going in there with like a mentality of trying to make plays, you know what I'm saying? So,
What's something you feel like you need to do this spring to make sure that you're regularly in that mix, in that rotation, seeing touches this fall?
Just all about the little things, you know what I'm saying? Staying after, the morning art, getting on the jugs, film, just focus on the little things. I think that's something that these first 2 years that I was overlooking, you know what I'm saying? Try to like do all this extra work and stuff, and it's all really about the little things, you know what I mean?
When people ask you what's different with the coaching change, what do you tell them?
The energy around the building is unbelievable. Like just the people, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of great people around here. The energy is very high. I'm super excited about what this team can do this year, and I'm just ready to look forward to the fall.
Bouncing off that, feels like the energy at practice is different compared to in years past. What have you noticed that you're taking away from practices like this?
Definitely a lot of high tempo. Like I say, y'all know about the no breaks that we don't get. So, like I said, it's high tempo. Coach Stein have us on an unbelievable practice schedule right now, and he also gives us our time too when we need it. You know what I'm saying? He don't just kill our body. You know what I mean? But like I said, the practice is high tempo. It will get us in shape and get us ready for the fall.
In spring, running backs don't really get a lot of physical contact. You want to be healthy for the fall. How do you get yourself prepared for fall camp and still get that physicality back?
Just right now, I mean, we're doing a little bit of just callousing the body. You know what I mean? We gotta protect ourselves always, but we running backs. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get hit. You know what I mean? So just understanding that. You know what I'm saying? Not try to take all unnecessary hits. If you can avoid it. But at the end of the day, sometimes you're gonna have to drop the shoulder every now and then. So that's just that's the act of playing running back. You know what I mean?
Coach mentioned CJ being from Florida and him knowing him from before. Did you know CJ? I think you guys were in the same recruiting class. So did you know him before?
CJ was at the recruit class above me. I did hear about CJ though, coming out of high school, and CJ is a great running back. You know what I'm saying? Great dude, great guy. And like I said, I can't wait to see what he can do for us this year. You know what I mean? But You know, I seen the numbers that CJ was putting up in high school. What's crazy about it is like, man, he was like top three in my junior year. I think his senior year we was like top 5 in like rushing. You know, what I'm saying, the whole state of Florida. So I can't wait to see watch CJ play.
Is there a number one priority that Coach Smith preaches to you guys on a daily basis?
Finish. You know what I'm saying? Finish all runs. You know, whatever that looks like. If that's running through a guy, you know what I mean? That's finished. That's finished the run 80 yards. It's finished. You know what I'm saying? And that's that next step I got to take and just finishing everything. That's pass blocking, whatever that looks like. You know what I mean?
What do you like about your offensive line?
I say them guys are definitely big, and them guys work together. You know what I'm saying? They work as a unit. I feel like this year the thought of that big blue wall, I think that's starting to come back a little bit. You know what I'm saying, in a way. So.
What do you see from Martell's as he tries to learn the position and gets thrown in the fire there with you guys?
Martell's is doing an excellent job. You know what I mean? For him to have to change on the flap like that, you know, through uncircumstanced situations. He's been a great job, you know what I'm saying? He a natural at running back, you know what I mean? So, like I say, I'm excited to see him a little bit as well.
If they asked you to play safety, would you?
I would.
I was say we don't have everyone in your room playing right now in spring ball, but what do you notice out of the running back room so far?
I noticed how, you know, through everything that we've been through, you know, all the adversity, guys just continue to push through it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what everybody's facing, guys continue to, you know, not making excuses about anything, just looking forward to, you know, what's next. You know what I'm saying? What can I do to help this room to get better? You know what I'm saying? What can I do to help myself get better? You know what I mean? So.
How would you describe the different styles that you have in this running back room?
I think we got a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely speed, you know what I'm saying, all across the board. We big, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of power. We got guys who could playmakers, you know what I'm saying? Guys who catch the ball at the backfield. So I'm really excited about, you know, what this room can really do this year. And now, like I said, the group of guys that's there, I'm looking forward to the fall.
Who are maybe the fastest guy in the room? Who's got the best hands in the room? And who's
I mean, that's we'll have to see. I'll say that. We'll see.
All right, anything else for JP? Thank you.
Thank you.